All right, guys, so today's workout, we are going to focus on a long duration cardiovascular routine. So this isn't so much for strength. This is much more focused on just building up your cardiorespiratory system. We're going to focus on duration and endurance here. So the idea is that we're going to be doing a 4-to-1 work to rest ratio, meaning that we're going to work 4 times as long as we rest. So we're going to be doing 30-second exercises once we get through our warm-up. That's going to be 30 seconds of high intensity work in one exercise. Then we're going to move into another 30-second high intensity work, followed by another one, followed by another one. That's 4 blocks of 30 seconds. That's the 4 in the work. And then the 1 ratio will be our rest. So then we're going to do 30 seconds of rest at the end of that block. We'll go back up to the top and we're going to do 4 rounds. So it'll be exercise A, B, C, D. Each of those will be 30 seconds long. Then we are going to do a 30-second rest period. We'll go back to the top, A, B, C, D. Go back to the top, we're going to do a total of 4 rounds before moving on to another circuit. So, before we get into that though, we want to always start with our static stretches because this is a stage 1 routine, in order to warm our client up and make sure they're not going to tear anything. So, we're going to work our way through 30-second stretches each. We're going to start with an upper trap / scalene stretch. So the way that's going to go is you're going to tilt your head over to the left. Your left arm is going to come up and cup over your ear. I'm not pulling super hard here. I'm just allowing myself to have somewhere to rest. Then I'm going to reach with my opposite arm like so, turn my thumb up towards the ceiling, and pull straight back. And that's going to give me a great stretch right here in my neck. I'm going to hold that for 30 seconds and then do my other side. Then we're going to move on to a pectoral wall stretch. So I'm going to head right over here, and I'm going to brace with my arm. Get that out of the way. I'm going to brace with my arm, I'm going to rotate away, opening my pec right here, and stretching out those chest muscles. I'm going to make sure that my tricep is parallel to the ground on this one. I'm not going too high, I'm not going too low, and I'm focusing on pulling straight back for 30 seconds. From there, I'm going to do a standing quad stretch. So I'm going to head back over here, and I can use the wall for balance if I need it, but I'm going to just pull my hand right into my foot here. Now you'll notice, naturally, I like to go into this kind of crooked angle here. So what I want to make sure that I'm focusing on is I'm pointing my knee straight down towards the floor as I am pulling up with that quadriceps. So now I'm in line, and I'm just getting a nice stretch right in that rectus femoris. From there, I'm going to move into a one-legged hamstring stretch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a step forward with my left leg, and I'm going to keep my toes flexed back towards me. Now we're going to do 2 versions of this. I want you to start with your same side hand, and you're just going to reach and grab that toe. Okay, once you're done with that 30 seconds, you're going to switch to the other side. So I'm going to take a step forward with my right arm is going to come forward, and I'm going to grab that right there. Now, I'm going to go back to my left leg, only this time I'm going to stretch across with my opposite side hand. So I'm going to reach across and grab right here, left foot with my right hand, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side. So again, each of those is 30 seconds on their own. From there, I'm going to do a static standing adductor stretch. I'm going to step out, take my foot that I'm stepping away with behind me slightly. So now my right foot, my right toes rather, are lined up with my left heel. Hands are going to go on my hips. I'm going to make sure that my hips don't turn side to side. They're facing straight forward, and I'm going to lunge away. That's going to stretch out that adductor on that opposite leg. Then I'm going to switch by lining up in the opposite direction. Then I'm going to move back over to the wall, and I'm going to do a gastrocnemius wall stretch. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to place my foot, the ball of my foot on the wall. I'm going to keep my leg totally straight, and I'm going to move up towards the wall like so, staying in line with a nice straight leg. That's going to be my gastrocnemius stretch. I'll do that. I'll switch sides. Then I'm going to do a Soleus stretch where I will come back to that first leg. Foot's going to go on the wall just like I did before, only this time I'm going to push my knee forward. I'm going to feel that much lower down in my soleus and my Achilles. From there, I'm going to do a simple cobra stretch, and that'll be the end of our warm-up. So I'm going to go all the way down to the floor, and toes are going to point away, and I'm just going to open my chest up towards the front of the room there. So each of those stretches, we want to do 30 seconds apiece, right one into the next, okay? From there, we're going to move into our first circuit. That's going to be jumping jacks, a wall sit, an ollie skip, and a horse stance. So we're going to kind of alternate. We want to ease into our cardio. We're going to start with a cardio exercise, followed by an isometric, another cardio exercise, and another isometric. So I'm going to start with jumping jacks, just like so. As my legs jump out, my arms go up. I'm going to make sure my toes stay pointing forward the whole time. Kind of a bad habit you'll see people do sometimes. So they'll do this with their feet. They'll do this like external rotation thing, or they'll do this like internal rotation thing. We don't want to do that, right? We want to keep our feet in line there, okay? From there, I'm going to move into a wall sit, right over here. 30 seconds. I want to make sure my knees are in line with my toes. They're not super far out like this. They're not in like that. No funky angles, right? Shoulders on the wall, sitting for 30 seconds. From there, I'm going to go into an ollie skip, right? Ollie was known for that back and forth, right? This is kind of like jogging in place, but you're just going to kind of shuffle back and forth like this. So my left goes forward, my right hand comes up, and vice versa. From there, we're going to move into horse stance. We're going to go with a super wide stance. Toes are going to point slightly away, and we're going to bring our hands together and squat. We're just going to hold right here, just like a wall sit. So that's our first circuit. Each of those for 30 seconds. Rest 30 seconds. Repeat for a total of 4 times. From there, we're going to move down to the floor. We're going to go into mountain climbers, just like so. I'm going to drive my left knee up, and then I'm going to switch places. I'm going to go back and forth right there. After that, I'm going to move into a plank. So I'm going to drop down to my elbows, and I'm going to hold, hanging out for 30 seconds. From there, I'm going to do some side-to-side climbers. So I'm right here. I'm going to bring my left knee to my right elbow. Back and forth, just like that, okay? And then from there, I'm going to go into a quadruped hold. So I'm going to get like this. I'm going to have a nice flat low back, and I'm just going to hold in this position right here. So each of those, 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest for 30 seconds. Back to the top, 4 rounds. Whew. Finally, we're going to move into our final exercise, or our final circuit rather. Ice skaters, butt kickers, lateral Heisman, split lunges. This is the cardio part right here at the end. So, ice skaters, I'm going to go right here. I'm going to jump to my right. My left leg is going to drop behind. My left arm is going to touch the ground next to my left foot, and I'm going to switch. Okay, so I'm going back and forth, just like that. From there, I'm going to go into butt kickers. Put a little bruise in the moneymaker. Then I'm going to go into some lateral Heismans. So I'll be right here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Just like that. Okay? From there, we're going to do split lunges. Down. My knee is not touching the floor. I'm going to jump back and forth like that. That's the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 30 seconds each. 30 seconds rest at the end. Repeat for a total of 4 rounds. Cool down. Skip to the beginning of the video. Same as the warm-up. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.